I don't want to wait in vain for your love. From the very first time Today I'm going to teach you how to play Waiting in Vain by Bob Marley. This is such a beautiful song. And years ago when I was on the cruise ship and I was friends with a ton of Caribbean musicians, I would always ask the Caribbean musicians, what do you think is the like perfect Caribbean song? And this was always what everybody said. Waiting in Vain. What a beautiful song. And I'm going to show you how to play it. We're going to do some kind of a semi-authentic rendition of this, and it's not going to be too difficult. It's going to be a lot of fun. Before we jump into the tutorial, though, you must get the free downloadable lyrics and chords printable. All you have to do is go to pianoandvoicewithbrenda.com /waiting-in-vain. It'll be linked in the description box below. But before any further ado, let's get started in studio mode. So this song is in the key of A flat, which you don't see a lot in pop music, A flat. And A flat, I'm pushing all the notes of the scale down right now. It has a B flat, E flat, A flat, and D flat. And so if you want to kind of get ready to play it, you could play the scale up and down. Don't worry about the proper fingerings, just so you can kind of get used to kind of seeing this and, okay, I get how this works. So the song has pretty much two chords. One of them is an A flat major 7 chord. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to play the bass down in my left hand, and my right hand is going to play the 3rd, the 5th, and the 7th right here, like that. So there's A flat major 7. I've just taken this note down the octave. And then I'm going to play a voicing for the D flat major 7 chord. So D flat major 7 would be a D flat triad with a C on top. But in this case, I'm going to take this top shape and I'm going to play the 7th, the 3rd, and the 5th of D flat major. So it's going to go, I don't want to wait in vain for your love. We're going to go back and forth. I don't want to wait in vain for your love. This is like 98% of the song is just back and forth from, this is the 1 major 7 chord. This is the 4 major 7 chord. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So what you could do is take the lyrics and chords sheet that I gave you for free, which is now in your email inbox, and you can just strum through and sing through the verse. From the very first time I rest my eyes on you, girl, my heart says follow through. 3, 4. But I know now that I'm way down on your line. But the waiting feeling's fine. I love this song. So don't treat me like a puppet on a string. 'Cause I know how to do my thing. 3 and 4 and don't talk to me as if you think I'm dumb. I wanna know when you're gonna come. See, I don't wanna wait in vain for your love. So back and forth, back and forth. So you could do yourself a favor and kind of work your way through it. You could play along with the recording. That would be a great thing to do. I always love doing that. I was doing that right before I went to record this tutorial. So now we're going to get into the accompaniment strategy. And there are a couple of different ways to play reggae, but this is a very, very simple way of doing it. And this is pretty much note for note what the keyboard player is playing in the Wailers in the band. So we're going to go 1. So we're thinking about this as 16th notes, and I'm going to put the notation up here so you can see it if notation is something you're comfortable with. But what I'm going to do for now is I'm going to go left, right, right, right. And these are all 16th notes. So 1 E and 2 E and right? And so I'm taking this shape and I'm playing the bottom note and the top 2 ones. Now, you might want to push with your fingers, but what I'm actually doing is I'm setting my hand position and I'm rotating my wrist. That's what I'm doing to play it. So I'm going like that. And just for now, so you can keep the rhythm better, 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E. And then we're going to do the same thing with the D flat. Back and forth. rotating here. From the very first time I rest my eyes on you, my heart says follow through. See how I'm doing that? Right? So you can start out by doing the 4 quarter notes in the left hand just to get the rhythm going, because it's going to take a minute to get used to the 16th note grid. But once you have that set up, then what you're going to do is you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And so what I'm doing is I'm going from the root of the chord up to the 5th, down to the root, like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then do the same thing on D flat. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to show you how this works with the hands together. 2, 3, 4. It's going to take a minute. 2, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4. I don't wanna wait in vain for your love. I don't wanna wait in vain for your love. See how I did that? Now, if you find this difficult, then you could just hold the chord in the right hand and play the bass line. 1, 2, 3, 4. You could absolutely do this if you want to for the verse. This is a simplified way to do it, and honestly, nobody's going to care. They're going to be so excited that you're just playing this beautiful song that it's not going to make any difference at the end of the day if you're able to play the reggae the whole time or not. But definitely work towards it if you can. So, from the very first time I rest my eyes on you, girl, my heart says follow through. But I know now that I'm way down on your line. 4 and 1. But the waiting feeling's fine. See how I did that? Now, if you want to level it up one more level, I actually transcribed the whole bass line for this, what the bass player in the band does, and then tried to play it and sing it at the same time. And it was a big fail because I thought it's really, really hard. And I was having a hard time putting that all together. So I've done an abbreviated version because the goal here is to play something that's close enough for our audience to enjoy it and for us to be able to do it without, having to quit our day jobs to work on it full time. So what we're going to do, the same thing for the A flat. Now for the D flat, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, ba, 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 ba. So you're going to go 1, 2, and 3, ba, 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 ba. Same thing for the 3 and 1. Let's do that again. And you don't have to do this every time. 3. See how I did that? I'll go super slow. 1 and 2. 2 E and 3 E. 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and. From the very first time I rest my eyes on you, my heart says follow through. See how I did that? And the right hand lilts a little bit. It's not a meticulous 16th note. It has a little bit of a swing to it. So that's the entire song. The only thing we have to do left is this little tiny mini bridge, which is very easy to play. It goes from D flat to E flat, and then C minor 7, C, E flat, G, B flat, and then B flat minor 7. And you're going to play that twice, and then the rest of the song is just the 1 chord to the 4 chords. So you're going to go, summer is here, I'm still waiting waiting there. Then you do it again. Winter is here, and I'm still waiting there. And then we're going to go into the solo. There's like an improvised solo. So let's try that one more time. You can play just one note in the left hand. If you want to fill it out more, you can always play octaves in the left hand, kind of whatever floats your boat. Summer is here, I'm still waiting there. Winter is here, and I'm still waiting there. And then you're going to play the A flat major 7 and the D flat major 7 in your left hand. This is the solo section. Whole chord in your left hand, whole chord in your left hand, okay? Just do this a couple times with me. 4, 1, 2, 3. Now there's this little groovy guitar solo, and we're going to use the A flat pentatonic scale. And if you've hung around here long enough, I don't like thinking of the pentatonic scale 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 because it ends up sounding like a little too obvious that that's what you're doing. So if you instead frame the pentatonic scale as 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, it just, for whatever reason, sounds better. And I teach everybody this, and I tell you, there's something about thinking about this way makes a big difference. And so what you're going to do is you're going to use the notes of the pentatonic scale. And I'm just doing them in any order. It doesn't matter. I'm using this, and I'm going to do a little improvised solo with my left hand playing those chords we just worked on. Let me show you. Sweet. And it doesn't have to be a whole brouhaha. And you could just hang out here as long as you want to. Isn't that cute? And then you go back into the verse. It's been 3 years since I'm knocking up. So that's it. We've been at this for about, 10 minutes? And that's the entire song. So we're going to do a playthrough now. But what's important to remember as you're working on this is to break it apart one little tidbit at a time. So you work through the chords. We work through the accompaniment strategy. We work through the extra bass line. We take some time to work through the bridge to make sure you have the components. You do this little improvised little doohickey, and then we throw the whole song together. So let's do a whole our whole sing and play together, starting now. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't want to wait in vain for your love. I don't want to wait in vain for your love. From the very first time I rest my eyes on you, girl, my heart says follow through. But I know now that I'm way down on your line. But the waiting feeling's fine. So don't treat me like a puppet on a string, 'cause I know how to do my thing. Don't talk to me as though you think I'm dumb. I wanna know when you're gonna come. See, I don't wanna wait in vain for your love. I don't wanna wait in vain for your love. I don't wanna wait in vain for your love. 'Cause if summer is here and I'm still waiting there, knocking on your door, and I still can knock some more. Ooh, girl, is it feasible? I wanna know now. Or I to knock some more. You see, in life I know there is lots of grief, but your love is my relief. Tears in my eyes burn, tears in my eyes burn, while I'm waiting for my turn. You see, I don't wanna wait in vain for your love. I don't wanna wait in vain for your love. I don't wanna wait in vain. I don't wanna wait in vain. You see how we do that? And what's fun about this is that you could hang out here and vamp for kind of as long as you wanted to. And, you know, if somebody else was playing, a guitar player could noodle, or you could fill up some space a little bit more. You could sort of just hang out in the groove, because this is so much a vibe. The song is such a vibe. And you can see really with just 2 chords, the 1 chord, the 4 chord, little tiny bridge, little solo section that you could play for as long as you wanted to. If you're really feeling like in the vibe, you could again hang out on the pentatonic scale for as long as your audience or your cat will tolerate. And that's the whole song. Isn't that fantastic? So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave me a big thumbs up. That really helps the algorithm. It helps my work a ton. And if you're enjoying this work, then you should definitely come and join the sort of world of piano and voice with Brenda. I have an amazing website called pianoandvoicewithbrenda.com. Website linked here and in the description box below, where you can learn about how to do all kinds of amazing things, including take private lessons with me. I actually have a lot of YouTube viewers who come in for lessons from time to time or regularly. And better yet, you should check out my online membership called The Versatile Musician. This all-inclusive membership has over 25 unique courses, over 1,100 tutorials that take you through everything you need to know, from piano skills, music theory, song tutorials like this, but on steroids, all the kinds of musicianship, ear training, you name it. And if you are a loyal viewer like you are right now watching me, you can get $30 off your first month by using code GETSTARTED30. So I'll link that in the description box below. Come and join our cool community. I answer questions one-on-one. We do live workshops every month. It's really a fantastic deal and an amazing program if you're serious about getting your music together. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this Waiting in Vain tutorial. I'm just going to be thinking about this song for the rest of the day. What a fabulous one. Happy practicing, and I'll see you next time.